Rabbi Aaron Box coming back again with my podcast for the week. Um, I want to talk this week about something that I experienced today that I really do believe is it really upset me. Um, so I am out there all the time, and I am teaching people that Judaism really boils down to ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, that you love your neighbor as yourself, and that everything else is commentary. And really, what that means is all of the laws in Judaism, all of the rules in Judaism, all of the ways of living a good life that Judaism speaks to really boils down to how we treat each other. And that is such in one respect, it's such an incredibly important and easy thing, an easy understanding. It's easy to understand, but in effect, it's so hard to actually look out and see people acting that way. And here's the example that I have. I received a bill from a company that I use, and I went online to pay the bill, and I typed directly into the address bar for the website, the exact wording, and I hit enter. It took me to a Google page, and at the top of the Google page was another way to pay this bill, but it looked like it was official. It looked like it was the the right way, proper way of doing it. So I clicked on it, and it took me um, to this site, and it said, had me type in the account number and had me type in which office I was looking to pay, and so on and so forth. And then the next page takes me to a line that says there's a $3.99 convenience fee in order to make this payment. And I'm thinking, why do I have to pay $3.99 to pay a bill directly to a company? So I stopped what I was doing, and again, I typed in the address bar of the website's at exact address, and I hit enter, and it took me to that same Google search page, and I looked down, and the second item on the page was the actual bill pay location for the actual company. So I went to that site, I paid the bill. There was no convenience charge or anything like that. And it got me to thinking, how many times people go online and pay bills? In this day and age, it's pretty standard that most people pay a lot of, if not all, their bills online. And $3.99 is really not that big of a deal to me. And it's not that big of a deal to most people that pay bills online. But if you think about, if you pay 100 times, what's 100 times $4? That's $400. Or 1,000 times, that's $4,000. Now, if you're looking at 10,000 or more payments at $4 each, you're talking $40,000. These companies are taking advantage of people, and I would venture to guess that the majority of the people that are being taken advantage of are those who are elderly, who don't necessarily have the same um, patience when it comes to paying online as younger people, and they may not be doing it as much, and it may just want to do it quickly. But also, not just elderly people; it's anyone who pays a bill online, who does it frequently enough that doesn't necessarily see every little thing, and they don't necessarily pay attention because it's just something else they have to do. It's terrible. That's totally taking advantage of a system. And I was thinking, should I reach out to the company that should I reach out to the company that I had to pay and say, hey, this is going on with this third party site? And I was thinking, they probably wouldn't do anything. They say anything. But in order for this third party site to be number one on the list on the Google search, it has to be either used a lot, because when you click on something, that's how the more number of clicks you have, that's what drives up how many times it's seen, and that's what drives how, which, who gets precedence on the websites, whether you're looking at the first one or the second or the third and so on and so forth. So the more people that click it, the more prevalent it's going to be. But second of all, they probably pay something to get their website up there. But it just goes to show, this world is not about taking advantage of people. It shouldn't be. This world is not about taking advantage of those that have less than you, or those that don't have as much as you, or taking advantage of those that may not be as knowledgeable as you, or don't have as much quote unquote stuff as you. The point I'm trying to make is it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. And I'm glad that I caught it. I'm glad that I did not make that mistake. But I want to tell you, if you're someone who listens to my podcast and you're paying a bill online, make sure that the people that you're paying are not a third-party site. Make sure that you're paying the people that you want to pay. Now, if you go to pay a bill online and it says that there, through that particular company, that there's a convenience fee, okay, that's fine. Still not okay, I don't think, but it's understandable. But if a third party completely separate from the company you're trying to pay is taking advantage of people by charging that extra few dollars, pay attention and make sure you're paying the right people, and don't get yourself taken advantage of. So, at the end of the day, it's all about treating people with kindness, compassion, love, and not taking advantage of people because you can, or taking advantage of people because they're there. Take advantage of looking out for other people. Take advantage of doing the right thing. Take advantage of loving your neighbor as you would want to be loved by them. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week with a new podcast. Thanks for listening.